Hi, this is David with entry number 1009. Here, 1010, let's call it 10. Here on Sunday, I forgot to record yesterday because I had a busy day. Basically, I had a vacation plan, but due to uncontrollable and unforeseen circumstances, I wasn't able to go. So I was basically just here with the other teachers because it doesn't seem like the other teachers are really going anywhere. So um, we all just decided to go to take a car trip down to Fukuoka. And Fukuoka is a pretty big city to the south of us. It's on the island called Kyushu. If you're not familiar, Japan is made up of three main islands and then I think a few dozen small mini little baby islands. But the three main islands that make up Japan are Hokkaido, which is this big kind of like Alaska-like island in the north. It's very cold. And then there's Honshu, which is the main island, which has Tokyo, and that was the nuclear reactor that overloaded was there. And where I live in Honshu, I live in the southern end of Honshu, like the very end. And then below Honshu is Kyushu, and Kyushu is like a kind of like a tropical, subtropical island. And so those are the three main islands. And on Kyushu, the biggest city is Fukuoka. And I looked online yesterday, and it's really big. It has like 2.5 million people, so it's a substantial city. And yeah, it was not an easy trip getting there. The car ride, it's cheap, but it's expensive. It's I think it's about about $80, about $80 in tolls, and then about $40 in gas. So it's a mid-level expense, but it's it's pricey. And I had a good time though. It was really fun. We had got a flat, bad flat. It was like a total, not a strip, but if we had driven on the tire for another 20 kilometers, it would have been one of those explosion wrap-off things you see on the side of the road where you see like a whole tire that's been like peeled apart. That's what our tire was going to do. The belting was basically totally visible, the steel belts within the tire, and in some parts of the belt it was already starting, the belting, like kind of threading, was coming apart. So yeah, it was really ready to just pop. But luckily we caught it. Started to really feel like a boom 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 while we were driving, and so we pulled off and changed that out. Changing a tire isn't super difficult. It's just kind of a hassle if you don't have a nice jack. And the jack these cars have is one of those cheapo ones you have to turn with a wrench. So it's not like a spin. It's like a bar, and you have to basically like put the bar in, quarter rotate, move the bar, quarter rotate, move the bar, quarter rotate. So it takes like triple the time it would if you just had like a pump jack or a spinning one. But we got it done, and we got the whole way. We did the whole way with a car full of people. I was squished. Unfortunately, one of the teachers here is a bit larger in her carriage, and yeah, that was a harrowing experience, but I got through it. So tomorrow is Monday, and it is the Japanese holiday of Obon. I think probably the most auspicious of all holidays here. It's a really fascinating holiday. It's a little bit like Day of the Dead in Mexico, but it's not as referential or positive, I suppose, as Day of the Dead is. I'm really noticing. I don't know if it's the light here, the lighting. I'm gonna move. I have my laptop right in front of my face right now, and it's a little better. But So I usually wear a hat when I'm outside, like a build hat. You can see it right there. And you can see like where the bill casts the shadow over my eyes, and then below it, it's like a beard of tan, a tan beard. I don't know, it looks weird. But yeah, Obon is this kind of it's a day honoring the dead. It's a very serious holiday here. It's where families come together and they celebrate their ancestors' lives by going to the grave, their familial grave, cleaning it, washing it, putting offerings of incense and food down. And it's a very kind of beautiful thing, I think. In Japan, because the land has always been a scarcity, they've done cremation here for hundreds of years, and of course the richest of the rich get to be buried, but the cremation thing is interesting. It's a very, very serious. That's probably the most serious event in one's life, more than a wedding, more than a birth, is the death. And I won't go into the details in this entry, but I'll just say that it's not like the U.S. at all. But anyway, that's it for today. I was a little bummed at first when my trip was canceled, but I'll be fine. And I get to save a bit of money, or I might not. I might just keep taking day trips out of the city. We'll see. But I'm good with either way. I'm not a super like adventurous person, but I do like getting out some days. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you later. Bye.